Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about camera leaks in the mirrorless world, the Nikon Z90. While Nikon has remained officially silent, leaks and insider reports are hinting that the Z90 may just be the brand's most powerful APS-C mirrorless camera to date, an ultra-capable hybrid shooter that could redefine Nikon's crop sensor lineup. Some have dubbed it the Baby Z9, and if that title holds true, then we may be looking at a true game-changer that could shake up the enthusiast and semi-pro market. The Nikon Z90, a new crop sensor king? The Nikon Z90 rumors suggest it will serve as a spiritual successor to the legendary Nikon D500, a camera still praised for its speed, build quality, and autofocus precision. If the Z90 can bring that legacy into the modern mirrorless era, it could dominate the APS-C space where competition is already fierce. One of the standout rumored specs is a 33-megapixel DX format sensor, potentially placing the Z90 squarely against rivals like the Canon EOS R7. This would not only make it one of Nikon's highest-resolution APS-C sensors ever, but also ideal for photographers who need crisp detail and enhanced reach for wildlife, action, and sports photography. A major step forward for Nikon's APS-C mirrorless line. So far, Nikon's APS-C mirrorless offerings have been modest, with models like the Nikon Z50 and ZFC leaning more toward the entry-level or casual creator crowd. With the Z90, however, Nikon could finally offer a professional-grade crop sensor camera that bridges the gap between full-frame excellence and APS-C agility, and agility it will have if the rumors prove true. The Z90 is said to support 4K at 60 FPS with oversampling, delivering sharp cinematic footage that could rival cameras in a higher price tier. This puts it in the spotlight for hybrid content creators, vloggers, and videographers who demand both still and motion performance. On top of that, there's buzz about full HD video at 120 FPS, or even 180 FPS, which would open up smooth slow motion footage, a must-have for creative storytelling, action scenes, and social media reels. If these Nikon Z90 video features pan out, the camera will become a serious contender for creators who want versatility without investing in a full-frame body. Speed that rivals the big leagues. Another exciting leak is the Z90's burst shooting speed, which may hit 15 frames per second. That kind of performance could cater perfectly to sports shooters and wildlife enthusiasts, especially those who need to capture unpredictable action. There's also speculation that this might apply to the mechanical shutter only, with electronic shutter performance possibly reaching higher speeds, maybe even up to 30 FPS, similar to the Canon R7. But speed isn't just about frames per second, it's also about autofocus. And here's where Nikon might shine. Leveraging autofocus algorithms developed for the Z8 and Z9, the Z90 may feature advanced subject tracking, real-time IAF, and potentially even machine learning-powered predictive tracking, stabilization, screens, and storage, the core features. Matter. Now let's talk image stabilization, a feature many APS-C shooters have begged for. The Nikon Z90 may offer in-body image stabilization rated up to 6 stops, giving it a huge edge over the Canon EOS R7, which lacks IBIS altogether. This would drastically improve handheld shooting in low light and deliver gimbal-like stability in video capture. When it comes to usability, the camera may feature a 3.2-inch tilting touchscreen, although it's unclear whether Nikon will go with a fully articulating flip-out design. Tilt screens are generally better for stills photographers, while fully articulating screens cater more to vloggers and hybrid shooters. Nikon's decision here could give us clues about the camera's intended audience. Storage-wise, rumors suggest dual card slots, one CF Express Type B and one UHS-2 SD card slot. This setup offers blazing write speeds while also maintaining compatibility with more affordable and widely available SD cards, giving shooters the best of both worlds. There's also speculation about whether the Z90 will include a stacked CMOS sensor, which could offer faster readout speeds and help minimize rolling shutter in video. However, given Nikon's need to stay competitive on price, we may see a traditional sensor design, similar to the Canon R7, to keep costs more accessible. Z90 versus Canon R7. Nikon's answer to the APS-C challenge? The Canon EOS R7 is currently dominating the enthusiast-level APS-C mirrorless market, boasting a 32.5-megapixel sensor, dual card slots, animal and eye-tracking autofocus, and up to 30 FPS burst speed. To compete, the Nikon Z90 will need to not only match those numbers, but bring something extra to the table, like IBIS, superior ergonomics, or better heat handling in video recording. And the Z mount lens ecosystem has matured significantly since the early days of mirrorless. With more APS-C-friendly primes and zooms, the Z90 could be an ideal companion for shooters looking to build a lightweight, high-performance system. Surprise! The Nikon ZFR. A retro beast in the works? But wait, there's more brewing in Nikon's labs. While all eyes are on the Z90, another leak has surfaced about a completely different camera, the Nikon ZFR. This camera is rumored to be a retro-inspired full-frame mirrorless model, building on the vintage charm of the Nikon ZF but with a serious bump in resolution and features. If reports are accurate, the ZFR could house a 60-megapixel full-frame sensor, possibly rivaling the Sony A7V and the Canon EOS R5 in sheer detail. That kind of resolution is perfect for landscape photographers, portrait artists, and studio shooters who need every bit of clarity. There's even talk of 16-bit RAW support, something usually reserved for medium-format giants like the Fujifilm, GFX 100, or Hasselblad X2D. While it's unlikely to see that level in a full-frame body, even 14-bit RAW would provide incredible dynamic range and color depth for post-production. Retro meets modern, what the ZFR could offer. The Nikon ZF was a Saki beauty, but not without flaws. Its ergonomics, particularly the grip,